First, take your fabric of which you want to make bias tape. Here I have taken 10 by 10 inch square. You can take any size, but it should be in square. Then fold the fabric diagonally and cut. You can also cut directly with help of ruler and rotary cutter. I am using my scissor to cut because I want to show you that you can still make bias tape with this method without rotary cutter, ruler and mat. So you have two triangles now. Place one triangle on another with right side touching together in such a way that both the diagonals must intersect, and it will look like kind of a swallow tail bunting. Now use your pins to hold the two layers together and make a stitch with 1/4 inch seam. Now press the seam open. Now lay the fabric in front of you with wrong side facing up. So now you have this parallelogram. Then start marking lines of your desired width from the longest side of parallelogram. I am marking at 1.5 inch distance to make 3 by 8 inch wide or 4.3 mm wide bias tape. Once you mark the last line, ignore this remaining fabric. After marking lines, flip the fabric with right side facing up. Then take one corner and fold it towards right side of fabric, then fold the other corner. Now you will get a square again. Now match the lines, but remember, match the first line of one side with the second line of other side. Leave the first line as it is. Hold both the seams with matching lines. Then take a pin and poke it at 1/4 inch. Then check to the other side if it matches the line. In the same way, match the remaining lines also. Then from top, make a stitch with 1/4 inch seam all the way down. Now press the seam open. As you see, it will look like a pipe. Now take your scissor and start cutting along marked line. You can start from either end. Keep cutting following the line until you reach end. And you will have your long continuous bias tape. So with just 10 by 10 inch square, we made approximately 55 inch long continuous bias tape. For the second method of cutting bias tape, you will need rotary cutter and cutting mat. Take fabric in square shape of your desired size. Mine is 10 by 10 inch square just to demonstrate the method. Cut the fabric diagonally, that is at 45-degree angle. Then you will get two triangles. Now, if you want, you can cut bias tape from both the triangles at once by placing one on another, or you can use one triangle first and second later if you need that much long bias tape. Now, cut first strip along the longest side of the triangle, that is from the diagonal side. I am cutting at 1.5 inch to get 3/8 wide bias tape when folded. You can increase or decrease the width depending on your project. Keep cutting until you reach end and discard the little triangles you get at end. Once you finished cutting, take two pieces, then lay one piece on another with right sides touching together in such a way that they will be perpendicular to each other or 90 degree. Then pin the two pieces together and give a stitch at 1/4 inch seam. In the same way, join all the pieces together and then press the seams open, and in this way you will have your long bias tape. So till now we have seen both the methods of making long tape, but now it's time to fold them further to get desired tape. Now for the first method I am going to use bias maker and it's 18 mm. It holds 1.5 inch wide strip perfectly. To start, first insert the tape into bias maker from bigger opening. If you find difficulty in inserting the tape into bias maker, then you can trim some fabric at start, or you can use your seam ripper to pull it at small end. Then take your hot iron and start moving towards bias tape maker while pulling the bias tape maker in opposite direction. Do the same until you reach the end of bias tape. After this, fold the two halves into center again, iron it one more time and you can have your ready to use bias tape. If you don't have bias tape maker, then you can try this method. Here is template I have made. It's just 3 rectangles drawn on paper or cardstock. First rectangle measures 1.5 inch, which is the width of my bias tape. You can draw rectangle according to the size of your bias tape. And these two rectangles are half of above rectangle, that is in my case it's 3/4, and the width of all rectangles are 1/4 inch. So first take any cutting knife and cut these rectangles out of it. Then take your bias tape, fold it in half and press for 1 to 2 inches. Now insert the bias tape into big rectangle from top, then bring it up from second rectangle and then again insert it in the last rectangle. Then keep your iron on folded bias tape and slowly start moving it toward paper. Keep moving paper and iron until you reach end. Once done, press this tape in half again to get double-sided bias tape. For the second method, fold the strip in half, then again fold each half in center for 2 to 3 inches. Now insert a pin into your ironing board and bring it up and above the tape without disturbing it, and then again insert it into the ironing board. Next, take the another pin and insert it into the ironing board around 1 inch distance. Then place your iron on pins and move the tape slowly under the iron. And lastly, iron it one more time by folding it in half to get your final bias tape. So friends, that was all about bias tape. If you find today's video useful, then please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you. Bye bye.